Okay, when a big storm is rolling in, your roof is pretty much the only thing protecting your family and everything you own. But let's be honest, how can you be sure the roofer you hire is a real pro and not just some storm chaser in disguise? In this explainer, we're going to break down exactly what makes a roofer trustworthy, and we'll use a real-world case study right out of Council Bluffs. So let's just cut right to it. The big question. Is your roof actually built to handle winds over 100 miles an hour? And look, if you live in the Midwest, you know this isn't some abstract question. It's a very, very real possibility. And that brings us to the main challenge here, right? The absolutely relentless weather we get in the Midwest. Your roof isn't just another part of the house, it's the front line. It's your home's first and honestly last line of defense against the storm. And it's not just dealing with one thing, it's a total gauntlet. We're talking about high-velocity winds that can feel like a hurricane, hail that comes down hard and often, crazy amounts of rain, and on top of all that, you've got that unique humidity from the lowest hills. Each one of these is trying to find a weak spot in your roof. Just take a second and let that sink in. Every single shingle, every seam is part of the defense protecting your most valuable asset, your home, from just getting hammered by the weather. I mean, the stakes could not be higher. So now you've got a big decision to make. Who do you trust to be your home's protector? This is really the classic showdown, isn't it? The local expert who's part of your community versus the storm chaser who just rolls into town when things get bad. And wow, the difference is just night and day. Your local pros, they're your neighbors. They know the local building codes for Pottawatomie County inside and out, and they're going to be there year-round. Storm chasers, they're what we call fly-by-night. They show up right after a storm, do a quick, often shoddy job, and then poof, they're gone. Good luck finding them when a problem pops up later. This quote right here really hits the nail on the head. Having a physical office in Council Bluffs, that's not just a building. It's a promise. It's a sign that they're committed to the community and that they'll be there for you not just after this one storm, but for all the ones to come. All right, so how do you actually spot the good guys and avoid the bad ones? It's time to get into the anatomy of what makes a roofer trustworthy. What are those verifiable telltale signs of a real professional? The very first piece of evidence? A cool $2 million. That's the amount of general liability insurance a top-tier contractor carries. So why is this a huge deal? Well, think of it like a financial force field for you. It protects you from all liability if anything goes wrong on the job. That is some serious peace of mind. Next up, you want to look for certified excellence. And these aren't just some fancy logos they slap on a truck. No, these are badges of honor. They prove a real commitment to quality. We're talking about major certifications from industry leaders like GAF and Owens Corning, knowing all the local regulations and handling all the permits for you. This is what separates the pros from the amateurs. So what does something like being GAF certified actually mean for you, the homeowner? Well, it means they've been vetted, they're properly licensed, they have that heavy-duty insurance we talked about, a proven reputation, and they're always training to stay on top of their game. But here's the best part. It allows them to offer you the absolute best warranties in the business. All the certifications in the world are great, but let's be real, nothing beats hearing it from a happy neighbor. This review from Sarah in Council Bluffs is just pure gold. It's not just about the roof looking amazing, it's about the process being stress-free. That's what you're really looking for. Okay, so we figured out how to find the right people. Now let's talk about their tools, the actual materials and solutions that are specifically engineered to stand up to this crazy Midwest weather. So here's a quick side-by-side of your two main choices. Asphalt shingles are super popular, and for good reason. They're cost-effective and have what's called Class 4 impact resistance against hail, which is fantastic. But if you want the absolute undisputed champion of storm protection, you gotta look at metal roofing. It's like a fortress for your home, built to last over 50 years. So you might be thinking, building a fortress on my house sounds like it'll take forever. Well, you'd be surprised. A great local crew can get a whole new roof installed in just 1 to 2 days. Seriously, that's faster than it takes to binge a season of your favorite show. So, are you ready to swap all that roofing anxiety for some actual peace of mind? In this last section, we're going to walk through the super simple, totally stress-free process to get a secure roof over your head. It really is as easy as 1, 2, 3. First, you schedule a free inspection, no strings attached, just to see how your roof is doing. Step 2, you get a clear, easy-to-understand estimate, and if you decide to go for it, a local certified crew gets the job done, usually in a flash. No pressure, no hidden fees, just a straightforward process. So I want to leave you with one last question to think about.
After everything we've talked about today, the wild weather, the storm chasers, and what a real pro looks like, ask yourself this. When was the last time you actually looked up at your roof and felt totally 100% confident that it's ready for whatever comes next?